Hey you guys, what's up? It's the Anime Blaze coming to you with another video, that is right. And this video is going to be a discussion or review of, and first impressions as well, of the first 2 episodes of RWBY Season 3. And if you guys haven't seen those 2 episodes already, I'll put the links to those in the descriptions, in the description box, so you guys can go and check those episodes out, because I don't want to hit, I don't want anybody coming to me saying, hey, you spoiled us, you spoiled this, that, and the other, you said blah, 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 when I warned you ahead of time, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this discussion kind of thing that we're doing here. So, like everybody else that has watched RWBY Season 1 and Season 2 and really loved them, I was really, really hyped for Season 3. Like, I was so hyped. There was no way to contain it. And, like everyone else, I was looking forward to this tournament that they had going on. And, that they talked about in throughout the trailer, and a lot of the other elements that are going to be going on, happening throughout Season 3. And, the first episode of Season 3 actually jumped straight into that, with them going into the tournament, with Team RWBY going in their battle, having, a little bit of trouble, but not really. They just go in and actually win the fight. And the thing I liked about this was the fact that you can actually see that a lot of their, inner conflicts and stuff that they had going for themselves, each one having their own thing, somewhat resolving it at least a little bit to be able to, work together as a team and, with little to no trouble and just winning this fight. And I really, really like that. Also, as well, I should probably mention that they explain the tournament is going to be 4-on-4 teams from each country or each school, then narrow it down to the two team members that they want to fight against each other, then one, and then the whole tournament thing is going to do one-on-one, that type of stuff. And but that's the rules pretty much on that. There are no real rules other than that, from what I've been able to tell. Also as well, at the end of episode 1, it kind of goes into Team Juniper, which is Jean, Nora, Pyrrha, and Rin going into battle, and they win their fight, but it kind of brings up another aspect. I think it's in episode 2. It's probably like the end of episode 1 at the start of episode 2. He kind of shows the stuff that they need to work on as well, because when you compare each team to each other, or at least the ones they want us to pay attention to, Team Juniper compared to Team RWBY, they have all the skills, or they have a lot of the things that, they have good leadership, they have the heavy hitter, the technical kind of person, they have a lot of good aspects to themselves. Jean is a good leader. However, the fact of the matter is that they still have a lot of work that they need to do. Yeah, they won the fight. Like, they owned the fight, like, towards the end and everything like that. But at the same time, I still think, I want to see Jean eventually step up to the role, and yeah, it's cool that he's wacky and stuff like that, man, but at the same time, I kind of want to see him step up to the role of being a leader without them having to be like, hey, let's stop this whole fight and have a conversation, in the middle of the fight, and, just win it at the last second, that sort of thing. I kind of feel that he needs to step up to the plate a little bit. He's a good leader, knows how to communicate effectively with his team, but, man, he just needs a little bit of work. As well, we see the other team, I can't remember their names exactly, but they're working with the White Fang, the one who has the fire, and then Mercury. Yes, Mercury, I remember him. And Mercury and Emerald. I remember Mercury and Emerald, but I don't remember the other person's name. But you see them working behind the scenes saying, hey, we got the information, all we need to be able to do to beat everybody, this, that, and the other. We see RWBY's Uncle Crow sitting in the background at the bar saying, hey, I'm not here to watch this fight, I'm here for the overall fight, for that's, what's really going on and stuff. And apparently, I guess going back to the trailer, we figure he already knows that, they've infiltrated the school and that they are a part of there. But I've yet to see what's going to happen after that. Who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him in action as I continue the episodes throughout the series and everything. And As well, I should also probably talk about this as well, since this is kind of a review, kind of discussion, recap kind of thing. I mean, the only other team that's like, for real, the only other team that's like really, really bad is freaking, is Sun and Neptune. Their team is just like really, really kind of thrown together. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, again, don't get me wrong. Sun is a pretty cool character. He is really, really good. He's strong, he's capable, he's got a lot of good vibes going for him. The only problem is just that his team, even at last minute, his team just feels like it was thrown together just so they could enter the tournament. It's like, yeah, he's from one of the kingdoms, yeah, he goes to like one of these schools or something, but man, he just like did really, really bad. I mean, they barely won, like, for real. They had two team members that, were going in there in the battle, just, doing pretty well or fairly well, and then, they got knocked out. Then you had Neptune was afraid to go in the freaking water because this, that, and the other. Sun sitting there battling all the kind of stuff. It's like, I mean, Sun's team needs more work than freaking Team Juniper, and that's just me being honest here. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be biased. Well, honestly, everything I say is probably biased, but it just, even like just seeing how they barely won the fight compared to Team Juniper. I mean, like Team Juniper, they stopped in the middle of the fight, and yeah, they had a conversation or that sort of thing, but I mean, they had Nora. They knew they were going to win. They were all capable, but Sun, ugh, man, I just don't know that. But in my own opinion, I'm gonna make a future prediction here. I'm not sure exactly how the rest of the season 3 is gonna turn out. With all of the background conflicts and stuff going on. With the White Fang and Mercury and Emerald and that small group of people that they have there infiltrating the schools or infiltrating the tournament. And I'm not sure how a lot of the other elements of the show are going to come into place with this tournament going on and stuff. But I am going to make a prediction. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and make a prediction right now that Team Sun is going to get kicked out of the tournament, or at least they're going to lose. I just feel that. But I've like I said, the first 2 episodes weren't really enough to really I guess step more to get a bigger step into the story, like the behind the scenes of what's actually going to happen and go down in this season. It doesn't feel like I've actually taken a further step into it because I'm only the first 2 episodes in. But I imagine episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6, they're going to be much, much more detailed and everything. But now we've talked about the episodes, I'm going to talk about the vibes that I was getting, my thoughts on the episodes in general, and my overall opinion on them after that. So the vibes that I was getting from the first 2 episodes of season 3 was that, yes, since this is a tournament, this is probably going to be one of the most action-packed seasons of RWBY that we're going to see. One of the most epic seasons of fights and just overall just like awesomeness that we get to see. I just feel that just from the first 2 episodes, that and the freaking trailer, right? But at the same time, I feel that it might focus maybe a little bit too much on action, and here's what I mean. The second, and I know that a lot of these stories and a lot of the different things that, how stories and shows usually start is they give you some kind of small explanation or some kind of insight as to what's going on and a lot of stuff like that. And yeah, the monologue from RWBY at the beginning on episode 1 kind of offers a recap, at least a little bit, of the first 2 seasons and the start of season 3. But I still feel that it started the action way too soon. Like, I kind of feel that they should have given like a little more insight, like as to like, okay, this is, we're preparing for the battle, we're training just at least a little bit, and then, hey, the tournament's the day after or something like that. I just feel that the fight shouldn't have started like the minute you jump into it. Now, this, albeit this is just my own complaint or just my own problem with it, And this is season 3. You know, this isn't season 1 or season 2, but I still honestly just feel that it could have used a little more narration or explanation or something. Episode 2 was pretty good. Again, like I said, I don't really have a problem with episode 2, except for, like I said, Sun's team. It's garbage. Sun's team just feels like garbage and stuff, and it needs work. I don't think he's gonna win. But I guess going into another aspect of things, this is the first season, the first of many seasons to come of RWBY that is going to be created and directed without Monty Ohm, because, you know, Monty Ohm passed away a few months back, or probably more than a few months back, but earlier this year, you know, Monty died. He passed away, and, you know, while they did explain that they had most of season 3 animated, and most of it already done, the soundtrack, a lot of that stuff, and he had a lot of different understudies and a lot of different people who studied under him for animation techniques on how to animate everything, how to do character designs, how to really... and they've worked with him for a good while, so they have a pretty good idea of what they're doing, or at least I feel like they have a pretty good idea of what they're doing. I still feel that, you know, the series is going to take at least a different turn from what it used to be. I mean, just based off of the first 2 episodes, and this could just be, I don't know, based, you know, how Monty wanted the first 2 episodes to be. You know, like I said, I don't work at Rooster Teeth, but I just kind of feel that these first 2 episodes kind of feel like an indication as to, this, you know, season 3 is going to be different. It's not exactly going to be the same without him, and I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be a bad thing. You know, that I don't think that the series is going to change too much, but it's just going to change at least a little bit to where you get the feeling of, like, yeah, it doesn't have that small touch that Monty had, at least a little bit. But that's just my own opinion, guys. Not trying to knock Rooster Teeth, and I'm not trying to knock RWBY, because, like I said, this is one of my favorite shows. But I do still feel that, you know, I have the right to say something. You know, if there's something about a show I don't like, or something that, you know, I feel might be off or something like that, I have the right to say my opinion and then let you guys know. Because, like I said, with a lot of my discussions, reviews, and a lot of other things like that, I like to be straight up honest with you guys and just talk about stuff. But yeah, overall, season 3 seems hyped. Hyped is, you know, I don't know what, but it's going to be epic, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. And unless something else really happens with season 3, I'm not really sure if I'm going to review any more episodes or really talk about them until season 3 is over. I don't know. Or at least until I see something different. And I could break the mold, you know. I could break the mold and actually start doing episode reviews of the series, but in groups, you know, that sort of stuff. But, yeah. Season 3 of RWBY. That is going to be freaking epic. So, with that being said, as I scoot back into place here, those are my thoughts on RWBY, the first 2 episodes of RWBY Season 3. I hope you guys enjoy the series as much as I do, because I really do love it. I love the direction that's going, I love the art approach, the style that it has going for it, and a lot of other things of that nature. So, in the comment section below, let me know what you guys think about the first 2 episodes, or the series in general. And maybe even, where do you guys think the direction of RWBY is going to be going? Do you think it's headed in a good direction, bad direction, you know, or you think it's just going to be all right, you know? So, and I honestly want to hear you guys' opinion on this, because, I mean, I like it, and maybe you guys like it too. I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out, saying never doubt your capabilities, because you never know what you might be able to do, and I will see you guys in whatever may be happening that I decide to do. Later.
Ho, 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 ho.